Namaskar, friends. Today we are going to discuss about the Africa map in details. Africa, the second largest continent and the second most populous continent of the world. It includes 54 individual countries. It accounts for just over 14% of the world's human population. It is surrounded by the Mediterranean Sea to the north, Mediterranean Sea to the north, the Suez Canal and the Red Sea. Here we have the Suez Canal and the Red Sea along the Sinai Peninsula. This is Sinai Peninsula of Egypt to the northeast, the Indian Ocean to the east and southeast. So this portion is Indian Ocean, and the Atlantic Ocean to the west. This side we have the Atlantic Ocean. In the north lies Great Sahara, the largest desert. At the same time, the longest river of the world, River Nile, also is in Africa. Okay? Right. Now let us begin the map pointing. So here when you see this, so let us begin that how we can learn the countries of Africa. So many countries we have. So let us take this region, Maghreb region. Okay, Maghreb, Maghreb region. This is the Horn of Africa region, Horn of Africa. This set of smaller countries, clear? This is like an arc, okay, of Africa containing so many countries here, very small countries, right? Next, we need to follow the island countries, like very bigger one is Madagascar, okay, right. Besides these, by their unique shapes, take for example the Cameroon. This we are going to discuss, like the Chad along with Central African Republic. Same time, the shape of Zambia, the shape of Somalia. Okay, so let's begin. In details we will study. Do you know Africa has maximum number of countries, that is 54. World's largest desert, Sahara, and the longest river, Nile, both are in Africa. Only continent through which Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, and Equator passes. Africa has the shortest coastline compared to the continents which are smaller than it. Example, North America and Europe. The reason is its coastline is less indented, means the number of bays, gulfs are very less in Africa compared to Europe or North America. Next you see Africa is the second largest continent both by area and population. Its highest point is Kilimanjaro lowest point Lake Assai, longest river is river Nile. Now, how to learn or remember the countries? This is possible only when we classify it systematically. We can learn. Now, let us take on equator. What are the countries which through which equator passes? Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, Gabon, Kenya, and Somalia. Remember, Kenya is the country which has changed the pronunciation of its name. So we need to pronounce it as Kenya, not Kenya like earlier. So it is Kenya. So on equator, Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, Gabon, Kenya, and Somalia. On Tropic of Cancer, Algeria, Egypt, Libya, Mauritania, Mali, Western Sahara. So these are on Tropic of Cancer. Tropic of Cancer. Now on Tropic of Capricorn, Botswana, Madagascar, Mozambique, Namibia, and South Africa. So these are on Tropic of Capricorn. Now the 0-degree longitude also, that is what we say the prime meridian, also passes through the African continent. Prime meridian, 0-degree longitude also passes through Algeria, Burkina Faso, Ghana, and Mali. Now in Africa, you find two types of borders commonly. Most of the border lines are straight. They come under geometrical borders. They are called as geometrical borders. At the same time, sometimes the rivers act as the borders between two countries. They are natural boundaries. So either geometrical boundaries you find much in Africa, particularly north also, south also of Africa. At the same time, even rivers also act as the boundaries between two African nations. But now, how to remember the countries is unique shapes. If you see a country, take Cameroon. Cameroon, it looks like a peacock, of course, made up of stone. Peacock. Chad, along with the Central African Republic. Chad, along with Central African Republic, if you see combinedly, it resembles a cartoon of a man. Okay, so the picture of a human being, only the head part you can see a peculiar picture which resembles a cartoon. Chad along with the Central African Republic. Somalia, it looks like the horn or the number 7. Whereas South Africa, Zimbabwe, and Mozambique. Okay, if you take the color map, South Africa in one color, Zimbabwe another color, and Mozambique in another color, these three at a time, if you see, they look as if in stylish letters the boy. Okay, you just test, you just see, is it looking like, why South Africa looks like B? Because there are Lesotho and Swaziland. If you take out them, so automatically South Africa looks like B, whereas Zimbabwe style is O, and whereas Mozambique like Y. So South Africa, Zimbabwe and Mozambique looks like what we say BOY, boy. At the same time, Zambia resembles the English alphabet U. At the same time, Djibouti, it resembles English alphabet C. Beside this, Eritrea looks like a key. Okay, Eritrea looks like a key. Djibouti, C shape, whereas Zambia, U shape. Okay, these are peculiar shapes only for remembering, because this makes map pointing informative and entertaining. Without these, you cannot remember, or you will never get interested in map pointing. Okay, now let's move. This is what I said Chad looks like. Okay, this is Cameroon, which I said looks like a peacock, maybe made up of stone. This is Somalia, which looks or resembles 7. It is what I said boy. Okay, this is O shape, this is B shape, and of course this is very clear cutly understandable boy. Okay, this is how you have to make map pointing interesting. Next, another set of countries are landlocked countries. So countries which are surrounded by other countries. That means these countries don't have any access to the sea. So these are Burundi, Burkina Faso, Botswana, Chad, Central African Republic, Ethiopia, Lesotho, Mali, Malawi, Niger, Rwanda, Swaziland, Uganda, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. These are landlocked countries. 4 countries in Africa sharing border with each other. So, few examples I had given. Now you try to find out, is there anything I missed? Okay. Now take Tanzania. Have a look at your atlas. You will find Tanzania, Burundi, Democratic Republic of Congo, and Rwanda. These four countries, they touch border with each other. The same way Tanzania, Uganda, Democratic Republic of Congo, and Rwanda again share boundary with each other. The third set, Tanzania, Zambia, Malawi, and Mozambique, they also share boundary with each other. This is one exercise. Now try to find out, is there any other set of 4 countries sharing border with each other? Okay, try it. Next. Here, if you see the Africa continent, now you need to remember that what we have discussed, the peacock shape. Are you getting? Okay. This is the cartoon shape which we discussed just now. This is U shape, Zambia. This is 7, Somalia. This is boy, South Africa, Zimbabwe and Mozambique. Okay. So now you see how you started getting more and more interested. And if you are getting interested, that means you are learning the map pointing. Now map pointing is interesting. Now you see, at least first you need to be happy that you know something. Something is better than nothing. So let us begin with knowing few countries. Gradually we will enhance or increase how to learn some more countries. Okay, right. So always you have to learn from the bigger countries. Like here we have Algeria, Sudan, we have Democratic Republic of Congo. Okay, like that, big countries to smaller countries, and unique shape countries, then island countries. Okay, so this type of, and most well-known countries, take Egypt, take South Africa. They are most well-known countries. Clear now? Almost every person knows about these. Next. Now here what we wanted to teach is maximum neighbors. So maximum, when you have observed the map, you need to find out that how many countries are surrounding a particular nation. So maximum number of countries surrounding a particular country. So here we have Democratic Republic of Congo. This is Democratic Republic of Congo. So how it is surrounded by different countries. Okay, you see, these are all countries surrounding it. Now what are these countries? Now I am giving you the list. It is Angola, Burundi, Central African Republic, Congo, Rwanda, Sudan, Tanzania. So earlier we used to say Sudan, but now we have to say it is South Sudan, because Sudan is now divided. Okay, so here in place of Sudan we need to say here South Sudan. Next we have the Tanzania, we have Uganda. Okay, then we have Zambia. Okay, so these are all the countries which share the boundary with Democratic Republic of Congo. Now question is, then what are the other countries which share maximum boundaries with other countries? So here you need to give a try. Okay, you need to try that what are the other countries. Take for example, if I question you that how many countries this Sudan has. Now please try to remember, this part is now where South Sudan is located. So this part is now South Sudan. Okay, this part is South Sudan. So that's why this map is earlier version. So here this part is South Sudan. Okay, right. Now earlier Sudan used to be the largest country, but as South Sudan got separated with its capital Juba, so Algeria became the largest country in Africa. Largest country. So now question is, how many countries this Sudan, not South, this is South Sudan, this is Sudan. Sudan, how many countries border it? The same way you can go for Zambia, how many countries border it? Kenya, how many countries border it? Then you can find out that which countries after Democratic Republic of Congo have more neighbors surrounding it. Okay, this is one exercise. Now in Africa, many countries we either in history or in old maps, we used to have other names. So they are former names. Like for Ethiopia, once its former name was Abyssinia. For Zimbabwe, South Rhodesia. Zambia, Northern Rhodesia. Namibia, Southwest Africa. Burkina Faso, Upper Volta. Libya, Tripolitania. At the same time, Cyrenaica also was part of Libya. So, Algeria, Numidia. For Botswana, former name Bechuana land. Lesotho, Basuto land. Congo, Zaire. For Malawi, Nyasa land. These were former names often asked in general studies papers. Now some sobriquets also make our work easier, and through this also we can remember more countries. Entire Africa once referred as dark continent or was called as dark continent. Burkina Faso, land of upright men. Egypt, gift of Nile. Lesotho, kingdom in sky. Madagascar, the red island. Rwanda, land of thousand hills. South Africa, the rainbow nation. Somalia, horn of Africa. Cameroon, Africa in miniature. The same way, another interesting point related to Africa is we find some popular coast names. Okay, so you find Grain Coast, Grain Coast. Okay, next we have Ivory Coast, so Cote d'Ivoire. Gold Coast, Ghana. Whereas Slave Coast, you find in Togo and Benin region. Okay, so Grain Coast, Ivory Coast, Gold Coast, Slave Coast. These are most popular coasts in the western part of Africa continent. Now, this is capitals, cities of African countries located on the banks of either a lake or a river. By what is my intention? How it could generate interest and what it has to do with map pointing. Now you see, now first observe, Burundi, capital Bujumbura, is located on the bank of Lake Tanganyika. Okay. Central African Republic, capital Bangui, located on the bank of river Ubangi. Now Congo, the country, capital Brazzaville, and it is located on again river Congo. So you see the capital city is located on a river which shares the name with its country. Interesting. The same way, another Democratic Republic of Congo, its capital Kinshasa, is also located on the same river. So river Congo connects two capital cities, Brazzaville and Kinshasa. Interestingly, these are either side of the river. That means between Brazzaville and Kinshasa, river Congo is flowing. So one side, this side of the bank, Kinshasa is located, other side of the bank is Brazzaville located. Okay. The same way, Egypt, capital Cairo, located on the bank of river Nile. Gambia, and you see its capital Banjul is located on the same name of the country, river sharing the name with the country. So Banjul, river Gambia, name of the country is also Gambia. Malawi, capital Lilongwe, and the river name is also Lilongwe. So the capital city and its location on the river having the same or similar name with the capital city. Mali, capital is Bamako, and it is located on river Niger. Mozambique, capital city name and the bank of the river on which it is located, both are same, Maputo river and Maputo the capital. Niger capital is Niamey. So Niamey is also located on river Niger. So here we have again river Niger also connecting two capital cities, Bamako and Niamey. Whereas Sudan's capital Khartoum is located on the bank of river Nile. So here we have river Nile, Cairo, and Khartoum also on river Nile. And interestingly, South Sudan capital Juba is also on Nile, but that is White Nile, a part of the river Nile. So river Nile, if you take White Nile also as a part of river Nile, then they are three capital cities are connected by river Nile. River Congo connects two capitals, river Niger connects two capital cities. This is interesting. Now, island countries, Comoros, Madagascar, Mauritius, Seychelles, Cape Verde, and Sao Tome and Principe. These are the island nations in Africa continent. Now, what I said earlier, the natural boundaries. So here river Zambezi forms a natural boundary between Zambia and Zimbabwe. River Limpopo forms the border between South Africa and Botswana. River Limpopo also forms a natural boundary between South Africa and Zimbabwe. River Orange forms a natural boundary between South Africa and Namibia. River Black Volta forms a natural boundary between Ghana and Ivory Coast. Okay, these are natural boundaries. Now another set of countries, here I have taken African countries having two or more capitals. For Tanzania, it is Dodoma and Dar es Salaam. For Eswatini, that is the new name for Swaziland, because Swaziland was often confused with the Switzerland. That's why the royal family had changed its name to Eswatini, okay, Swaziland. So new name is Eswatini. It has two capitals, Mbabane and Lobamba. South Africa is perhaps the only country in the world having more than two capitals. That is, it has three capital cities, Pretoria, Cape Town, and Bloemfontein. For Burundi, it is Gitega and Bujumbura. For Western Sahara, which is a disputed country, clear? Until now, there is no clarity whether it is sovereign, non-sovereign. Some countries recognized it, some countries have not recognized it. At the same time, the surrounding countries like Morocco, Algeria, Mauritania, all are claiming their authority over the Western Sahara. It also had two capitals, Lyon and Tifariti. Benin also has two capitals, Porto Novo and Cotonou. Cote d'Ivoire has two capitals, Yamoussoukro and Abidjan. Now, facts related to flags. These are also the ways to learn map pointing. The more you have grip over the countries, the more you remember the names of the countries, the more you are familiar with the countries, then map pointing is an art. Otherwise, it is like by hearting. So now the flags. 11 horizontal stripes you can find on this African flag, and that is Liberia. Okay? And interestingly, you have to remember, often it is said that USA is the only country whose capital is named after an American president. But that is absolutely wrong. Besides USA, the other country whose capital is also named after an American president is Liberia. Yes, you are hearing correctly. It is Liberia's capital, Monrovia, is also named after an American president. Now, 7 horizontal stripes you find on Zimbabwe, whereas 6 horizontal stripes on its flag you find on Uganda. Only country whose flag depicts a weapon, it is AK-47, and that is Mozambique. Just contrary to it is olive branches are sown, that country is Eritrea. Baobab is sown, this tree is sown, Equatorial Guinea. Equatorial Guinea. Now 10 five-pointed stars are depicted, Cape Verde. 5 rays of 5 different colors are shown, Seychelles. Rainbow flag. Which country's national flag, because of its 6 colors, often compared with a rainbow flag, often called rainbow flag? It is South Africa. South Africa flag has, don't get confused, the rainbow has 7 colors, so South Africa has perhaps 7 colors. No, it has 6 colors. On which country's national flag you find a shield of Maasai warriors? And I have given Maasai. So this is a very big tribe, and it is from Kenya. Don't say Kenya, it is Kenya. Saladin's eagle, it is Egypt. A crescent and 4 white stars, it is Comoros. Until 2010, of course now it is changed, please remember, until 2010, specifically I am mentioning, the only flag in the world with a single color until 2010, it was Libya. Now it is changed. It was completely green in color until 2010. Now unique capitals means where the capital city name and the country name are the same or rhyming. Algeria, capital Algiers. Djibouti, capital Djibouti. Guinea-Bissau, capital Bissau. And Sao Tome and Principe, capital is Sao Tome. Tunisia, capital Tunis. Okay. This is how, those who say, sir, I don't know the capitals of at least 2-3 countries. So this is for you. Okay. You can feel proud that I know, I could remember Algeria, Djibouti, Guinea-Bissau, Sao Tome and Principe, Tunisia. They are easy. So don't say everything is difficult. You grade them, you classify them, you divide them. Countries sharing names with rivers or lakes. Senegal, there is also a river called Senegal. So river Senegal and the country name Senegal. River Gambia, and we have a country also by the same name. River Niger and Niger the country. River Congo, and we have 2 countries, Congo and Democratic Republic of Congo. Lake Chad, and we have a country by the same name. Lake Malawi, and we have a country by the name Malawi. Okay, this is another way to learn and remember the countries. Now, river connecting two or more capitals. So already we have discussed this. Again, just I am reminding you. River Congo, Brazzaville and Kinshasa. River Nile, Cairo, Khartoum and Juba, South Sudan's capital. Now, ports or coastal capitals cities. Accra, Algiers, Abidjan, Banjul, Cape Town, Bissau, Dhaka, Djibouti, Port Louis, Tripoli, Conakry, Freetown, Lome, Rabat, Libreville, Luanda, Malabo, Monrovia, Porto Novo, Tunis. These are the coastal capital cities in Africa. Now, those who want to have their own tricks and techniques, so these are my suggestions that how you could remember some more countries. If you want more, then this is for you. Learn this way. Bo Show Moko, Bo for Botswana, So for South Africa, Mo for Mozambique, and Co for Comoros. And remember, they are from left to right, or better to say, they are from west to east. So they are in sequence, they are not disorderly. MALE Male, Morocco, Algeria, Libya, and Egypt. So you can remember by this. Whereas we have Djibouti, Ethiopia, Somalia, and Kenya. So these are also from top to bottom. If you draw one line, so Djibouti via Ethiopia, via Somalia, then Kenya. So DESK, desk, you can remember this. Triple Z, this is very interesting. Zaire, the what we say Congo today, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. Okay. Now here this Zaire is for Democratic Republic of Congo. How many letters this has? 3, 4, 5. So Zaire has 5 letters. Zambia has 6 letters. Zimbabwe 3, 6 to 8. 8 letters. Okay. Right. And remember, the 8 lettered one is at the bottom. So now let me say, suppose let us take these are Zaire, Zimbabwe and Zambia. So the top one is Zaire, the middle one is Zambia, and this is Zimbabwe. So the country with the maximum letters, Zimbabwe, is at the bottom. Then 6-lettered word, this is Zambia, and 5-letter word Zaire, that is Democratic Republic of Congo, at the top. And the less letters, this is larger than this, and this is larger than Zimbabwe. Okay, so this is just one sequence, and interesting. So that's why triple Z. Madagascar, it has only one vowel, and that is A, Madagascar. And Mozambique contains all the vowels, perhaps the only country. If you leave United States of America, so United States is not the name, okay? So America is the name. So here Mozambique, if you take like that, then Mozambique is the only country which contains all the vowels. So A, E, I, O, and U. Madagascar, it has only one vowel, that is A. And both are located just opposite to each other. If this is Madagascar, just opposite to it on the mainland of Africa is Mozambique. They are separated by Mozambique Channel. Okay? Learn this way. Countries with only one neighbor also makes it a unique country. So one is Lesotho. because South Africa surrounding it, and Gambia is also one country which is surrounded entirely by Senegal. So these are only two countries which have only one neighbor. Now the arc. So the arc is in Africa continent. If you see right below Mauritania, so you will find like this an arc. These arc of countries include, so here Senegal, then Gambia, then we have Guinea-Bissau, then we have Guinea, then we have Sierra Leone, then we have Liberia, then we have Cote d'Ivoire, and then comes Ghana, Togo, and Benin. Okay, Ghana, Togo, and Benin. This is, you can take them as an arc. Okay, an arc of Africa. So in this way, you can remember this set of smaller countries. And interestingly, in Africa, there are a lot of similarities. Means, say we have Guinea, one country, and Guinea-Bissau, another country. We have Niger, one country, Nigeria is another country. We have Congo, two Congos, simply Congo and Democratic Republic of Congo. We have two Sudans, simply Sudan and South Sudan. Okay, so in this way you find countries almost having similar names also. Okay, at the same time, now, so Senegal, Gambia, Guinea-Bissau, Guinea, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, Togo, and Benin, these are the arc. At the same time, earlier we discussed the Grain Coast, Ivory Coast, Gold Coast, and Slave Coast. That also here we have. Okay, these coasts are located. Next is Horn of Africa. What is exactly Horn of Africa? The set of countries are Somalia, Djibouti, Eritrea, and Ethiopia, combinedly called as the Horn of Africa, the region. Now at the same time, here I would like to throw light that in Africa, interestingly, now what one set is MALE, male, Morocco, Algeria, Libya, and Egypt. Then if you see here that Mauritania, okay, you see Mauritania. Next you take Niger, okay, from west to east, means from your left to right. If you move Mauritania, Niger, we have Chad, we have Sudan, and we have Eritrea. Okay, now what I am discussing you will understand. So M for Mauritania, N for Niger, C for Chad, S for Sudan, and E for Eritrea. And interestingly, just toward the south of Mauritania is a country starting with the same letter, and that is Mali, M-A-L-I, Mali. Okay, Mauritania, south side also see the same Mali. Okay, right, so M and M. Below Niger we have another country towards south. It also starts with N, that is Nigeria. And below Chad we have two countries again starting with the same C. So one is Cameroon, another is Central African Republic. You see both are starting with a C. Here also see, here also see. Here Sudan, and towards its south is located South Sudan. You see S and S. And Eritrea, and just below it is Ethiopia. It also begins with E. I may not remember that what is the country below. Means if you remember Mauritania, Niger, Chad, Sudan and Eritrea, then you are certain that below, means towards south of Mauritania, is a country which starts with the same letter. The same way below Niger, also the country certainly starts with the same letter, you are sure. And that is how we can remember and with certainty that these are the countries, and with you can avoid the confusions. Okay, now next, those who like the sports, for them reason to remember the countries. So we have the greatest marathon runners once upon a time, even from Morocco. But as the time passed, clear now today, Ethiopia is well known for producing Haile Gebrselassie and Abebe Bikila from Ethiopia, great marathon runners. At the same time, from Kenya, Kiprotich, Dennis Kimeto, and Kipchoge, Kenya. These are extraordinary marathon runners. They are already legends. Beside this, when we talk about cricket, we remember some African countries, sorry, cricket. So that is South Africa, Zimbabwe, Kenya, particularly these countries' names we will remember. Besides this, UNO Secretary Generals, two Secretary Generals, one is Boutros Ghali from Egypt and Kofi Annan is from Ghana. Okay, this also is one reason to remember a country. If I remember Ghana, not necessary that you remember for only cocoa or coffee or something else. People may remember for Gold Coast, people may remember for Kofi Annan, but you remembered or not matters. Now some more points related to sports. Nigeria, Cameroon, Morocco, Algeria are powerhouses of African football. And interestingly, you will be surprised to learn that Nigeria won Olympic gold in 1996, silver medal in 2008 and bronze medal in 2016. Okay, whereas Cameroon won the gold medal in football in 2000. So 1996 by Nigeria the gold medal, and Cameroon won the gold medal in soccer in 2000 Olympics. Egypt is known for world-class squash players. Okay, so today some people they say that sir Pakistan also is known for, yes, but long before the Pakistan it was the Egypt earlier, and now again it had started, made a comeback. So Egypt is known for producing the world class squash players. And for the football lovers, Mohamed Salah is a star football player. He is also from Egypt. South Africa is known not only for cricket, but remember Rugby World Cup hosted by Japan. So that was won by South Africa. So South Africa is known for rugby and also cricket. 2010 FIFA World Cup was also hosted by South Africa. Of course, due to the great efforts put by Nelson Mandela. Zimbabwe women won the inaugural Olympic hockey gold for women in 1980 Moscow Olympics. Okay, so Zimbabwe women, They won the first Olympic hockey gold for women in 1980. Okay. Now, do you know Maghreb? What is this Maghreb? Maghreb means western side. Generally, Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, and Libya together constitute the Maghreb region. Africa is separated from Europe by Mediterranean Sea. Africa is separated from Asia by Red Sea. And 3 points where Africa almost touches Eurasia is Gibraltar, Suez, and Bab el Mandab. Now the currency. Dinar, Algeria, Libya, Tunisia have the currency name as dinar. Franc, because they were earlier colonies of France, so that's why they have the currency called franc. So Benin, Burkina Faso, Burundi, Cameroon, Central African Republic, Chad, Comoros, Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, Cote d'Ivoire, Djibouti, Equatorial Guinea, Gabon, Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, and Mali and Niger, Rwanda, Senegal, Togo. Whereas shilling shared by Kenya, Somalia, Tanzania, Uganda. At the same time, these are another set of countries which have completely different. So no other countries in Africa share these. So they have unique kind of currencies. Angola, Kwanza, Botswana, Pula, Eritrea, Nakfa, Ethiopia, Bir, Gambia, Dalasi, Ghana, Cedi, Lesotho, Loti, Mauritania, Auguria, Mozambique, Mexico, Nigeria, Naira, Sao Tome, Dobra, Sierra Leone, Leon, and Swaziland, Lilangeni. Now, after learning these many things, so when you go for still higher level, so then you need to find out that the Gulfs, so Gulf of Gabes, Gulf of Cities, Suez, Aden, Guinea, these are the famous Gulfs. Whereas lakes include some of the famous lakes, Lake Victoria, Kyoga, Albert, Edward, Kivu, Tanganyika, Turkana. It is simply Turkana, whereas it is wrong. Okay, it is wrong. It is Turkana, whereas Malawi. So famous lakes from Africa. Now capes, Gudafu, Cape, Hafun Cape, Cape Delgado, Cape Diambre, Cape Agulhas, Cape of Good Hope, very well known one, Cape Lopez, and Cape Blanco. So some of the famous capes. Where bays or bights. In the very first map I have made it clear what is bay, what is bight, what is gulf. So now here Walvis Bay, St. Helena Bay, Delagoa Bay, Bight of Benin, and Bight of Biafra. So these are some of the famous bights. So coming soon is Asia. So as a part of never before map pointing was so easy. So I will come up with Asia with new techniques, new concepts, and new ideas. Please do subscribe, share, and comment because this thing matters. If you have any queries, please put them in the comment box, and I assure you that I will certainly answer if it is needed. Until the next video, thank you very much, and here we conclude. Thank you, and thank you very much.